And there you have it, the incredible journey of spaghetti, from golden wheat fields to the pasta aisle in your local store. For traditional spaghetti, this is typically around 10 inches. Durum wheat is ideal for spaghetti because of its high protein and gluten content, which helps create that perfect al dente bite. But before any of that can happen,
we will uncover the secrets behind how a simple grain of wheat transforms into a delicious dish.
The journey of spaghetti begins in sprawling golden fields of durum wheat, the key ingredient that gives pasta its unique firmness. But before any of that can happen, the wheat must be harvested, and timing is everything. Farmers monitor the wheat fields closely, paying attention to the color and hardness of the grains. When the wheat reaches just the right shade of golden brown and the kernels are firm to the touch, it is time to harvest. Modern harvesting machinery steps in, cutting, cleaning, and threshing the wheat in one smooth process.
These machines not only speed up the harvest, but also ensure the quality of each grain.
Once harvested, the grains are carefully loaded into large trucks for transport.
These trucks are specially designed to keep the wheat secure and uncontaminated during transit. After the truck is fully loaded, they head directly to the processing facilities. The first step is to ensure the quality of the arriving wheat. This is where technology meets tradition. A robotic arm collects a sample of grain directly from the truck.
These samples are then tested for key factors like protein content and moisture levels. Once approved, the wheat is unloaded into massive ground storage units. These storage areas are designed with precision to protect the grains from moisture, pests, and extreme temperatures. This storage period also allows the grain to stabilize before it is sent to the milling process. With the wheat carefully stored and quality approved, the next step is transforming it into semolina. Semolina is the coarse, high-protein flour that forms the foundation of all great pasta. This process begins with cleaning the grains. Advanced cleaning systems remove impurities like stones, husks, and dust. Using a combination of sieves, magnets, and air currents, the system ensures only pure wheat kernels proceed.
This softens the tough outer bran layer while keeping the endosperm, the starchy core, intact.
These samples are then tested for key factors like protein content and moisture levels. The milling process then begins, where the wheat is passed through a series of roller mills. The first set of rollers cracks the wheat open, splitting the kernel into coarse chunks.
Subsequent passes through finer rollers gradually reduce the size of these pieces.
At each stage, the particles are sifted using vibrating screens, separating the coarse bran and germ from the finer endosperm.
The goal is to achieve particles of about 0.2 to 0.3 millimeters in size.
In total, the wheat may pass through as many as 10 different sets of rollers. This gradual reduction process prevents overheating or crushing the grain too finely, which could affect the semolina's quality.
By the end of the process, the bran and germ have been completely separated, leaving behind a golden granular semolina.
But even at this stage, quality control is paramount. Samples are sent to the factory lab for rigorous testing. Technicians measure the protein content, gluten strength, and granularity of the flour. Once the semolina passes these tests, it is stored in temperature-controlled silos, ready for the next stage. With the semolina flour ready, the next step in the spaghetti-making journey is to create the dough. However, Getting the perfect consistency requires both skill and precision, and specialized machines are employed to achieve it. The process begins by mixing the semolina with water in large industrial mixers, slowly adding water to achieve just the right texture.
Because too much water and the dough becomes sticky, too little and it won't bind properly.
Once the ingredients are blended, the dough enters a kneading phase. Here, large kneading machines work the dough, stretching and folding it repeatedly. This kneading process is essential as it develops the gluten network in the dough, giving it the strength and elasticity needed. Without this step, spaghetti would be too brittle and break easily. The mixing and kneading process is crucial because it gives spaghetti its resilience. It ensures that each strand will cook evenly and have that satisfying, chewy texture that makes pasta so enjoyable. Now, after the dough is perfected, it's time to shape it into the familiar, long, thin strands of spaghetti. This transformation from a simple dough into elegant pasta is where the true artistry begins. With the dough perfectly kneaded, it's now time for it to take on its iconic spaghetti form.
This transformation happens through a process called extrusion, where the dough is pressed through specially designed metal molds called dies.
These dies have circular openings that are precisely engineered to create spaghetti strands of uniform thickness and length. The extrusion machines operate under high pressure to push the dense dough through the dies. This pressure ensures that the dough flows smoothly for maintaining a consistent texture in each strand. The quality of the dies is crucial here. They're often made from bronze or Teflon. As the dough emerges from the dies, it is immediately cut to standard lengths. After cutting, the strands are carefully handled to maintain their iconic, long, thin shape. Once the spaghetti strands are shaped, they enter one of the most crucial stages of production: drying. Freshly extruded spaghetti contains a significant amount of moisture, and this moisture could cause the pasta to spoil. The drying process is essential because it not only extends the pasta's shelf life, but also preserves its structure and texture. Did you know that a single strand of spaghetti goes through at least 7 different steps before it reaches your plate? Every bite of spaghetti carries with it a story of careful crafting and precision. Now just one more step remains for the spaghetti to reach your plate: packaging. This crucial final stage not only protects the pasta, but also ensures its freshness and quality are preserved. First, the spaghetti is allowed to cool down fully to avoid any condensation inside the packaging. With the final seal in place, the spaghetti is boxed, labeled, and sent off to stores.